Soda Squad back with another video. I'm Recklezz. Okay. Other videos, make sure y'all comment down below. Let it be known. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, ready to get in this reaction. So let's get right into it.
Millie Weaver reporting. We are at Park Plaza in Cleveland right now, and there is a protest going on, and majority of the people here are anti-Trump protesters, and they're protesting other liberal left extremist policies right now. And we are going to go ahead and go interview some people and ask them what brings them to the Republican National Convention. What are you representing?
Well, I'm a pretty broad spectrum of issues that I think facing our country: injustice on multiple levels, economic injustice, racial injustice, reproductive injustice. I mean, there's a whole host of issues that all intersect and all depend on one another. And I'm a Clevelander. I believe the RNC stands in the way of progress on every single one of those issues, and they're all interrelated. And so I'm out here today using my voice to say that I think we need to go in a different direction.
Do you know Donald Trump's policies at all on women's reproductive rights?
I'm very familiar with issues of women's reproductive rights because that's sort of my area. So
I'm just curious if you know what Trump's policies are.
I haven't read his platform. I've heard his words.
So how
See, I feel like that's important though. Regardless, I mean, if she read the platform, read anything about it, even if she didn't like it, that's one thing. But if you're not reading it, you never know.
So if you didn't read it, then there's a whole different story.
You never know.
I'm just curious if you know what Trump's policies are.
I haven't read his platform. I've heard his words.
So how do you want to end white supremacy? What would you do to end it? Like, what do you think needs to be done?
I think a lot of things need to be done. I think that work needs to be done with people in their communities on an individual level, and especially with the white community, facing up to the ways that we benefit from white supremacy and acknowledging that and recognizing our role in dismantling it. I think that it needs to happen in our city governments and our local police forces, in instituting policing practices and policies around policing and legislation that doesn't exploit the poor and isn't biased against people of color. I think that we need to be working within our public schools to have curriculum and conversation around the structures in our country that perpetuate racism and white supremacy. It goes from the bottom all the way to the top, and I think it has to be worked at every single public institution, private institution, community level, federal level. I mean, the work is vast.
Well, you know that our laws already represent equal opportunity and equal rights for everybody, right? So how would that be any bit different than what we already have?
What do you mean by our laws?
Our laws give equal rights to people regardless of sex, race.
You mean our Constitution?
Yeah.
The Constitution does, but the laws at the state level and the local level and even at the federal level, in my opinion, contradict that all over the place.
Can you give a specific law?
I can tick off the laws on women's reproductive rights.
Do you think that women should be provided free medical care for abortions and reproductive services from the government?
I think low-income women should have access.
I know, like I'm trying to hear as much as I can. They yelling loud as hell.
The laws on women's reproductive rights.
Do you think that women should be provided free medical care for abortions and reproductive services from the government?
I think low-income women should have access to essential health care, reproductive health care, and otherwise, and that's what the Medicaid system is supposed to provide. And yet in some states, ideologically based state governments are saying that abortion is exempt from the rest of medical care, except for the rest of medical care. Yes, I do believe that low-income women should have the same access to abortion as well as all other health care, regardless of their income. Income should not determine what kind of health care you get in this country. I believe that is an injustice.
So how do y'all feel about what she said? That's what I want to know. I want to know how y'all feel about what she said, what she was talking about. You know, comment down below, please.
So why are you guys wearing masks? Why are you guys wearing masks?
To remove myself from being identified, and if they throw unjust smoke bombs at us.
So you're expecting smoke bombs?
It's a potential thing. It's more of a risk reduction than anything.
It's so basically to hide your identity.
That's one thing, yeah. It's very easy to identify someone. Nowadays we have face recognition. Everyone's Instagramming their faces and easily making it submittable. I might sound like a paranoid bastard, but I swear, it's a very real thing. Better be careful than to end up in jail, would be a good way to put it, for something that we deserve to do in the first place.
So are you going to be voting this?
So if you know that, if you thinking in your mind, there's a possibility you can go to jail, why would you go still?
I would say, why are you?
Like, no, I'm
Put it, for something that we deserve to do in the first place.
So are you going to be voting this election?
I sure am.
So you're going to be voting for Hillary then?
I am, and my vote is actually, I'm not a massive Hillary fan, but my vote is an anti-Trump vote. Because I don't think his rhetoric, you know his campaign, one word I'll put it, his campaign is based on fear. It's not Trump for president, it's fear for president.
Do you believe in the Constitution?
I sure do.
Do you believe in our Second Amendment right to bear arms?
I sure do, yes.
Well, you know that Hillary is trying to confiscate our guns and take away that right.
Honestly, we can talk about this for hours. It's very easy to say, oh, Hillary's going to take her down. She's not. It's not a president just cannot single-handedly. Yes. Trump wants to do a lot of things. And thank God we have the Constitution. And thank God we have the system of government we have today. Otherwise, he would want to be like, you know what? I'm going to make the White House as Trump has. He can't.
Don't you think it's a little bit concerning that Hillary didn't even get indicted and she's almost invincible from prosecution for breaking the law when us Americans, us little people, we get the book thrown at us for any little thing.
Well, so here's when you use the word little people, right? Trump is not necessarily representative.
I'm talking about Hillary.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
she's got her skeleton. She's got issues as well. I agree with you.
I want to know. I feel like it's real important when she asks simple questions for them to answer that question and not put it on somebody else, regardless if it was the other way around. So if he was voting for Trump and not Hillary, and she asks you something about Trump, don't bring on Hillary.
Yeah, she didn't even say anything about that.
Yeah.
She does well. I agree with you.
You rotten rats, go hide your faces. I'm right here, so hide your places for now. Wonder how? Meow, sabotage. The tiger wild in his jungle sitting, never fights like this. You're getting hurry now. Wonder how? Meow, sabotage. Oh, the rats all hate and fear me. Meow, meow. The softest poppy of claw, they seldom venture near me. Hurrah, they saw your sabotage kitten. Hurrah, they saw your sabotage kitten. The
Meow sabotage. What the fuck is that?
I said, what is going on right now?
And they made a song? What is
They got
this?
a book. They got a whole book.
hurrah, they saw your sabotage kitten. The boss has cream for his lordly dinner. Feed him milk and make him thinner now. Wonder how? Meow, sabotage.
So what group are you with?
We are with the
Okay,
the Industrial Workers of the World.
So you guys are socialists?
I would say, technically the closest thing we're to is probably anarchists, and plus we are not
Yes, we're
anarchists.
socialists. Yes, we are. Pat, let's make it.
We're actually talking.
Workers of the world unite!
Yeah, but the general thing is we don't really subscribe to any one political ideology. We have people that are socialists, social democrats, communists, anarchists. We have a lot of anarchists in our union. And we basically think that politics, it's kind of a show for the bourgeoisie, right? What unites us is our shared interest in workers. I believe we even have, I've heard of there being a Trump supporter in the union. But if he knows that the class interest is that we all work together against the ruling classes, that's what we
So
think
are you
will drive.
against the whole political system where we even vote for a Republican or a Democrat Democrat?
I would say that'll never get us the change that we want, right? We think that it might be nice to vote for someone that'll help. We don't think it's a Republican or Democrat, I'll tell you that much. But in the end, right, what all power comes from is from militant masses, which we think we share in common with a lot of these socialist and communist groups. And we work with a number of them, and we have our differences, which is one thing we should probably do more of, working together.
So one of the big ideas is that the capitalism or the democracy we have in this country is a sham. It's not real democracy. You can't have real democracy unless the economy is also democratic. When only politics is democratic, the rich rule politics. So what we got to do is democratize the entire society. And that's the idea behind socialism, anarchism, and communism. The IWW is about organizing workers today to help build that future. And industrially, not bureaucratically.
And so do you guys believe in basically seizing the means of production?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So how would you do that? Would you just, like, if somebody has a business registered in their name or corporation, how would the government do that? Or
No, we are anti-authoritarian left. But here's the thing. The work doesn't get done without us. If a boss comes in, it doesn't come in tomorrow, we can still work. If we don't come in tomorrow, nothing gets done.
So do you don't believe in a sole?
The work doesn't get done without us.
How would the government do that? Or
No, we are anti-authoritarian left. But here's the thing. The work doesn't get done without us. If a boss comes in, it doesn't come in tomorrow, we can still work. If we don't come in tomorrow, nothing gets done.
So do you don't believe in a sole proprietor in business, right?
We don't believe in capitalism.
Okay, so you don't believe in capitalism at all. You'd rather communism, right?
I think
Programs?
well, we wouldn't say that communism is social programs.
I don't know. I'm gonna just listen.
I think
Programs?
well, we wouldn't say that communism is social programs. You know, otherwise Sweden would be communist, which is not. But we would
America
think
would be communist.
so the argument, right, is that you need democratic control of the means of production, right, through the workers directly, right?
Not through a state.
Not through a
Were
state.
you guys Bernie supporters?
Fuck no.
No, so you don't even support. He's not
Bernie-
radical enough.
No, maybe 30, 40 years ago he was radical enough, but you know,
Not now.
we don't hate Bernie, but he's not going to be the solution. He's not going to be the answer.
And look, he wasn't.
So you guys aren't going to be voting then, right?
Certainly
vote.
not for the two parties, but I'll probably cast a vote. Yeah.
No.
So I thought you said you don't believe.
Oh Lord. Bro said he gonna guess. How do you guess vote?
He said, I'll probably guess.
Bro said he gonna guess vote. That's the problem with us now, bro. He's a.
There's
When you
probably like
guess
10
vote?
other people like him.
How about you just don't vote? You don't have to like you. How about you just don't vote?
Yeah.
He better off like not voting and doing what we doing, just gathering information. You know,
Watching videos.
rather than him. Oh, I'll just probably just guess vote.
I can't believe you said that.
Like,
And look, he wasn't.
So you guys aren't going to be voting then, right?
Certainly
vote.
not for the two parties, but I'll probably cast a vote. Yeah.
No.
So I thought you said you don't believe in the system. So how?
It'll never
are you
bring
gonna
the
vote?
end change, but it's a good way to take pressure off of the
tool
movement.
of many.
It's one tool
It's
of many.
5 minutes of activism that's like, you might as well.
So what's the cause that's brought you out today?
Justice.
Justice.
Yeah. Stop injustice now. All these people here, they want justice. These young people, they want a justice. They want to have their future. They don't want no exploitation, no racism, no Islamophobia. They don't want no hating. They don't want the division. So that's why they're here.
So is it because of the shootings that happened in which the African American males were shot and killed that happened recently that's brought you out?
No. We said injustice. Injustice is systemic. It's institutionalized. Racism is institutionalized. White supremacy and privilege and entitlement are institutionalized in all of these buildings that you see around here now. You know, so our job is to tear that down. We have to deconstruct what the Imam said about deformity. All these are deformed institutions because they're not taking advantage of all the assets and all the attributes that our young people and people of color have to offer. So we have to deconstruct that.
So how would you go about deconstructing that, and what actions would you take to fix things in your eyes?
One of the things we do, we have a peace camp. And one of the themes for this week is going to be empowerment. And this young man stands on empowerment. He's a high school graduate. He's getting ready to go to college. He's looking for a career for himself. But several people in his neighborhood has been murdered in the last few weeks. 20 people have been shot and killed shot in Cleveland in the last 72 hours.
So what's your take on the police officers being shot in retaliation for...
I have no idea about what that's about. It's, you know, it's mental health. That's all I can say.
Were you part of the Black Lives Matter protest earlier?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. And you're just kicking it here. So are you a Trump supporter, or are you? Do you know who you're supporting? Are you supporting anybody?
I don't know.
You
might not vote at all.
You might not vote at all.
I don't know.
Were you a Bernie supporter?
I don't know. I was thinking about Hillary, but I don't know.
It's better than guess vote.
I'm gonna say we can say guess vote.
It's better than guess vote.
I don't know. I was thinking about Hillary, but I don't know. I'm a Democrat, not a Republican.
Yeah.
So why you ain't vote?
That's understandable. You know that a lot of Democrats are actually voting for Trump.
Yeah.
So the people are kind of switching sides on that one.
I don't know. I can't stand Donald Trump, so he can kick rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Hillary, she thinks that Eleanor Roosevelt gives her, like, talks to her mind. She admits that. She hears Eleanor Roosevelt speak to her. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's kind of
Who did he just say?
That's understandable. You know that a lot of Democrats are actually voting for Trump.
Does what?
So the people are kind of switching sides on that one.
I don't know. I can't stand Donald Trump, so he can kick rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Hillary, she thinks that Eleanor Roosevelt gives her, like, talks to her mind. She admits that. She hears Eleanor Roosevelt speak to her. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's weird.
Yeah, that is.
You know.
On that note, don't guess vote. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is a rather interesting video.
Yeah, that kind of. Yeah. Overall, no guess.
Don't guess vote.
Yeah, just don't vote.
Make sure y'all comment down below more videos for us to check out. Make sure y'all comment down more, you know what I'm saying, Millie videos. Definitely gonna check out some more. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in and watching this reaction. But you already know, interesting video.
Yeah, very interesting.
Catch y'all on the next one.